Hey, what's happening? What's going on? I hope you are doing well. Today we're going to be looking at the markets, but before we get straight to the markets, I actually want us to make an important announcement. I'm excited that us as a brand, us as a company, we're looking into ways whereby we can just continue growing. And truly speaking, guys, the whole journey or the mission of us even starting out at first is the fact that we are looking for individuals that can actually take this skill that we call trading and be able to just go to the next level. Someone that's a bit more serious and someone that takes trading a bit more serious. So what we're doing is that we are trying to at least reduce people that are looking at the fact that trading is all about getting rich quick. And what we're doing is that we're focusing on those individuals that are very serious and that would actually be able to just basically respect the art of trading, because that's where the passion comes in. But now with me, why am I saying all of this? The fact of us saying this is that fortunately we are bringing back our online trading mentorship program, which we are going to be launching that on the 12th of April. So I'm excited with that. I'm just excited. I'm super happy. I'm glad that our main purpose, our main goals are going to be going back to where or what we actually have to be, because I believe that forex chasers, we have to just get there and provide people with the best services. And I've seen some of the successful students that we've helped out. So I was just sitting to myself and I was like, why am I stinging or limiting other people from being able to reach these successes just like my other students? So that's what's happening, that's what's going on. But at the same time, what we're doing as well is that we've seen the value that has been shared within the private signals team, which is the platinum package, and we are going to be increasing the price on that. So what the normal price would be was like $49, very affordable. But at the same time, what it done is that it attracted even people that were not even interested that much, because someone would be like, oh, $49, that's cheap, okay, I'm getting in. And then once they're in now, maybe they're not interested in stuff. So what we want is that we want to continue producing results. So the most important thing of us continue to produce results is to literally be able to work with those people that are going to take some of the services that we offer for real or seriously. So that's just what we have to do. And now we are pushing price a bit more to the upside, nothing really major, but to $99, which is going to be fair and affordable for most people, I believe. And yeah, those are some of the two changes that are going to happen. So with the signals, the platinum package, prices are going to start being effective as of the 11th of April. And at the same time, we are having that online new trading mentorship course that we're launching on the 12th of April. But for today, we are going to be getting to the markets. We are going to be seeing what's going on, and you can be able to just prepare and have a beautiful week for, the week. And I understand that most people would be like, I'm being limited, I can't access this and that. With my YouTube videos, guys, there's literally everything. I break down literally, beginners. Like if you're a beginner, you can learn each and everything that you need right here. Setting up your brokerage, setting up, trading accounts, getting all those things. If you really need to know about leverages, margins, pips, all of that. We also do have a free training that we'll be giving out. So those are things that you can, everything else, you can get it on my YouTube or, from our free trainings. That'll be like simple things, but from there, wanting to go on to the next level, that's you wanting to be serious. That's when you actually have to come forward to us and be like, guys, I want to work with you guys. So yeah, that's what's going on. But let us now look at the markets. So right here in front of me, what's going to happen is that I'm going to start off first with the US 100, so we are able to understand this a bit more clearer. So what's happening here is that we are actually looking for some positions. Let us see what the market is actually telling us. So what I'm going to do now is that I am just going to be evolving my structures. You can see whenever we evolve our structures, price actually happens to respect that. So here you can see I've got this area be my first touch, and right now I've got this area here where it's at to be my second touches. So now obviously price is trying to give us a third touch, but you can see with what happened with the 4-hour candle that it actually broke or closed below here. But one thing that I noticed is that even if I may just include my lines right here, it'll be able to just show me that this is just an impulse correction, and there's a higher chance of us going to the upside, continuing all the way up to take profits. But it's okay. So what will happen now is that we will not just use that mindset, but we'll go a bit more deeper. So we actually do happen to see with our own eyes what the market is telling us and what message we should actually take from the markets. So okay, this is here, it's from the 4 hours. So what I can do as well is I can just easily come here, visibility hours 4, it's from the 4 hours, so it doesn't show me on the 1 hour. Don't want to see it on the 1 hour. So yeah, this is how things are right now. So you can easily see that we've got this. Okay, obviously this area right here. But what I'll do is that I am going to be focusing on this whole movement. Because why? Because of the fact that when price started moving upwards, impulse, then from here that's when it started correcting. From here that's when you can see it went down, it went up and down, just like that. So what I'll do is that I am going to be evolving. I know we took some buys here the previous weeks and stuff, but you know what's going to happen? I'm just going to be evolving this to much more deeper, whereby it makes perfect sense for us. And what I'll do is that I'll as well just reduce this, so I do not focus on just these micro managements. And what I do is that I'll just be able to look at this bigger picture, this bigger structure right here, and what the market is actually telling me. And obviously you can see how price has been out, push upwards, this beautiful correction right here. We can argue, someone might say that no, the correction started here, you must put it here. It's okay, that really doesn't matter whether you put it there or you put it here. The most important thing is, I'll just show you guys now, the most important thing is just being able to spot which area is the most significant. Like let's say now for instance, I can see that here obviously previous support, but if I may move it upwards, you can easily see that it's being influenced by this previous resistant. Now it became support. So it doesn't really matter where you put this. That's why I chose to put it here, because it would make sense with the setups that I have. I understand that even if price goes a bit more lower, what it does is that it will be looking for an entry somewhere here and then going back to the upside. So that's more like it. And I can see that we also got a young bullish candlestick confirmation. But what I'm more likely to do is just wait for it, let it play around. It's still early, it's still moving not as I would want it to move, in terms of it's moving a bit more slow, and you can see price is still playing within these structures here. So what I'll do is that I'll wait for either price to come back, retest here, give us an entry, go back up, or what I'll do is that I'll just wait for price to break out, give us a young correction, and then continue going up, because I believe we're going all the way up to here. So even if let's say you take a trade here, obviously maybe stop loss here, even if risk reward is very amazing, you can see over 7%, but I'm not gonna take it there, because I want to take it when it's something more like this, stop loss being more close and take profit be here. I can at least have a 9.6. Even if that doesn't happen, I'll be able to secure a trade maybe somewhere here, minimum stop loss somewhere close to this, and then I'll be able to still have over 10% on just the single trade. But that's US 100. That's what we're seeing for the week. Obviously we'll keep on updating it as it goes, but for now let us see what's going on with US 30. So US 30, it's almost like similar things, because you can see price moved upwards impulsively, price came downwards, and now we are in this corrective phase. And because of that, we actually come from, let me just do this real quick, we actually come from this area here being resistant. So now price obviously tried to break, it couldn't break below. That's why now it's literally just correcting. But at the end, what we believe is that price has to still push all the way upwards up until here. That's where we believe that we're going. So let us see if there's ways so that we can capitalize on that, because at first we thought that price was going to have to test here first and then continue going there. But let us see if we still are seeing those types of movements, in terms of the market moving like that in the next few days or within the next few hours. So obviously let me remove this. I've seen it. So what I do is that I'm gonna put this right here, and I'm as well gonna have this be from here all the way down to here, which is the most recent. What I can do is that I can still say here, some people will be like, put it here, it will still make sense, which is the third touch. But what I'm more likely to do is just evolve it to be a bit more like this. So what's going on is that I can see I've got first touch, second touch. Obviously I'm expecting a third touch here. I've also got first touch, second touch here. So what would happen is that impulse correction, this impulse, this correction, what it's building is a continuation pattern to the upside. So what I'm more likely to do here is, it will be nice for price to just come back down, give us a touch here, go back up, just so we are able to have this be support right here, and we can be able to execute a beautiful buy, stop loss very minimum just below here, and look at the take profit, guys. Boom, all the way up 21%. That's if the market pushes downwards. Okay, let's say the market doesn't push down, it's okay, we'll just have to be a bit more, have to wait for it to go up, and then from here, once it actually does this, once it starts going up, that's when we are going to put our buys somewhere here, stop loss maybe below here, and then we are going to be taking that buy to the upside, which the rewards are also phenomenal, looking at the risk compared to reward. But what can as well happen is price can just get here, third touch, and then go back down give us that touch, and then go back up. So you need to be able to just take advantage of that. When that does happen, you'd be able to just buy here, same thing, but you're just buying at a lower price, which is why they say the market takes money from those that are impatient and it gives them money to the patient ones. Let us take a look at GBP JPY. So GBP JPY, what I'm seeing here is obviously for now just using my advanced trading strategy, which we also do have in the course that we actually are going to be launching soon. So what it does is that I can easily see that price actually moved downwards massively. So with this being said, I can see price actually went all the way up to the 50 level. It retraced all the way up to the 50 level, but instead let me just see if I take it from all the way down to here to the 50 level, if it touched the 38.2, which perfectly touched it here. So what it means is that price easily, we are going to be getting our entry on the D leg, which is here on 88.6. So that's where price actually is going to be moving to, and once we get here, it will be able to just easily give us some entries. We'll take a sell, and once we take a sell here, stop loss is just going to be minimum somewhere just above here, not too far, somewhere just above here, maybe a 46, 45, 46, 45 is going to be perfect for us. And at the same time, we'll be looking to target 50% retracement, which is maybe somewhere from here all the way up to here, which is our 50%. And yeah, this is what we're going to be looking to target. So obviously it's not the best risk to reward, but it'll be that one trade that will just, at least we can even execute it now in terms of putting a sell limit because of where it's at. But looking at it in the longer time frame, let's just see what the price is saying. This could just be a retracement, but in the longer time frame, let me just put this to indicate where our take profit is going to be, so I do not forget. Let me just do this. There we go. So what this does is that you can even see with that, I was able to spot that this is the first peak, this is the second peak. So we actually were able to anticipate a double top without even, before it even happened. Basically that's already done now, because we're spotting an entry, and it makes perfect sense because right here price actually rejected, so there's a high chance that it can reject and continue going downwards. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. We'll just see how it goes. So what this does is that it allows us to be able to just capitalize from the markets in a much more cleaner way and a much more easier way to manage. So yeah, that's actually what's going on, because you can easily see that if price happens to break below here, then it will mean that now it's a major sell. So let's say we take that sell, then it breaks below, this is our take profit. But if it happens to break below and then it retests, obviously now we are continuing going all the way down to here, which now that sell can easily be flipped. That's why I love catching it this way, because this 3.5% can easily be flipped into a 15%. So I'm looking at it from a bigger picture perspective, but I might as well even execute it on a smaller picture perspective, as long as it gives me the right risk compared to the rewards. So now let us take a look at USD JPY. So with USD JPY, it's a trade that we shared in the Telegram public group. Obviously, if you're not, link is in the description box. But this one here, we shared it. We mentioned that price, I think it was here where like price should come here, and from here price should come all the way here, and from here we are taking that buy all the way upwards. And yes, we did execute on these sells. But with the buys, what happened is that obviously with price just coming and doing this, we kept on looking for better entries. You can see here it started pushing upwards, came back, and previously on this previous resistance, came back. Now it broke it as a resistance, it turned into support, and then it continued to go upwards, which now it has broken the 90 rule, which is like our take profit, let me put it that way. And now we are going all the way up until here. So how do you go about managing with USD JPY? So obviously currently right now it wouldn't be a bit more wiser for us to be able to just like secure a buy right now where it's at, because of the fact that you can easily see that it has impulsed upwards massively. But the best thing that we can do here at this level is obviously wait for price to just treat these areas as support. And once it treats this area, like you can see when it's starting to do that here with this candle, with this bearish candle, once it treats it as support here, then we are going to be taking that buy. And once we get that buy, it will allow us to be able to just maybe have a 30 pip stop, 30 pip, because if you don't do that, then that means your stop loss has to be here, which doesn't make sense. But here you'd be able to have a 30 pip stop, and obviously your take profit is going to be a bit more to the upside, which is close to a 10.9%, which is going to be a beautiful week, guys. It'll be a beautiful week. I'm excited. Remember, with the new updates that we have, platinum package prices, we are going to be pushing those to a bit more to a higher price. And at the same time, what we're going to do as well is that we are launching this new online trading mentorship program that we have. I'm excited. I'm just happy with the new changes that are being made, and as well with the progress that we're making as a brand, as a company, just so we are still able to hit our goals in terms of, you know, serving and helping the right people. But that's it for today. That's it for today's video. I will see you guys on the next YouTube video. Make sure that you like and as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video.